There are countless versions of the American dream out there for each person. Some dream of culture-rich city life, some desire to run their own business, and some want to spend every day at the beach. I'm your host, Jem Morris, and I want to welcome you to The American Dream, the only show to bring you positive stories about real estate, lifestyles, and success from across the country. On this week's episode, we're sharing our favorite segments from July. We'll be bringing you stories from San Diego, Boston, Cincinnati, New York, and of course, the best stories from your city. Let's start the show.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about the show? It's totally unscripted.
Our show is both national and local, and I'm proud of the fact that we're here to share stories that both inform and inspire our viewers for the better. Our first segment is brought to you by a professional in your city. Let's hear from them now.
Welcome to Southwest Houston, home of the Astros. Today we're in Sienna Plantation, one of the nation's top-selling master plan communities, known for its wide array of amenities, beautiful homes, and active lifestyle. Today I'm going to walk you through this amazing neighborhood and show you what we have to offer. This is the sports complex where I spend many a days and nights watching my boys play select baseball. I'm proud to be one of the main sponsors for this major amenity here in our community. This is by far my favorite amenity here in Sienna Plantation. It also hosts football, flag football, lacrosse, soccer, and horseback riding. Thank you for joining us in Sienna Plantation. See you next time on The American Dream.
The American Dream is about bringing you inspirational real estate, lifestyle, and success stories. This week, we highlight some of our favorite segments from July, but we have one more story from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
Hi, we are Brandon Scott and Sarah Scott at Scott Property Group at Keller Williams, and we are here with American Dream TV at the Escape Theater in Fulshire to watch my favorite childhood movie, The Lion King.
That's right, we're super excited today. We've got our first ever client movie appreciation event. We're also going to show a short clip ahead of time of American Dream. So we're super excited to promote the TV show. Everybody can watch it ahead of time, and we're really excited to show that to them. So we've got everybody coming out to show our gratitude today. We've also partnered up with Fort Bend Women's Shelter, and we'll be accepting backpack donations for the upcoming school year. So we're really excited for our clients to be able to participate in that.
Okay, so we've got our gear on, we've got our popcorn, and we're ready to watch the show. So
let's go.
Let's go.
We just finished watching The Lion King. We really enjoyed the movie. It brought back lots of memories from when I watched the movie at the theater when I was younger. I also want to say thank you for Brandon and Sarah Scott Property Group. They helped us they represented us as a buyer when we were looking for a home, and it took us about 9 months to buy a home. But they were very patient with us, showing us homes every weekend. Could have been a very stressful process, but Brandon and Sarah really made it easy for us. So I want to say on behalf of the Chan family, thank you so much, Brandon and Sarah.
You guys like the movie?
Yeah.
Had a big lion in a costume that came around for the kids. It was awesome.
Did you like taking a picture with the lion? Was that fun?
And we also hugged the lion.
Oh, we hugged the lion.
Hugged
too?
the lion.
That was so nice.
Yeah, it was great for them to put on this event today. It was awesome, and you know, they helped us find a great home. Yeah. So they did a great job.
This year we're married 50 years, and in that time we have probably purchased and moved about 9 times. And luckily we saved the best for last. We met the Scott group through our daughter, because they're very good family friends, and from start to finish they were totally engaged in seeing and meeting all of our needs, and we just love our new home. Couldn't be happier with that. And luckily we still get to see them, even though we purchased our home 6 months ago, because they sponsor awesome events like this one today.
Hi, my name is Eva Rushing, and I'm with the Fort Bend Women's Center. We help survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault to move on to live independent lives and free of that violence and fear. And part of today's event was us, Scott Property Group, partnering with us to bring donations to those clients. We received, oh my gosh, at least probably 50 to 60 backpacks to help a lot of our children, our youngest clients, to go back to school this year, which is so exciting, and as well as many monetary donations. And we just thank Scott Property Group for partnering with us through this and to bring awareness to our cause. Not only am I with Fort Bend Women's Center, but Brandon and Sarah Scott were also huge pieces of my husband and I's life these past couple of years. We sold a home and bought a new one, and they were with us every step of the way. We truly could not have asked for a better team, and we're so grateful for everything that they've done for us and our family and finding the perfect home for us. They were, my husband had lost his job, and so we were, at a crossroads and didn't really know what to do. And Scott and Sarah were just amazing, and were there every step of the way, and we can't thank them enough.
We just came out of the movie and it was awesome. I think I cried. I think you cried a little bit.
Don't tell him I cried.
I know, he cried. But thank you again to all our clients for coming out and experiencing this with us.
Yeah, we were super excited that you were able to join us. We look forward to hosting future events like this in the future. And again, keep us in mind here in the greater Katy, Fulshear, Richmond area for all your real estate needs. We're happy to help with selling and buying. We've got a great team behind us to help us out, and we really look forward to serving you. You can find out more about us on scottpropertygroup.com or see us on American Dream.
San Diego is one of the largest cities in the country, and as such has a constant flow of interesting and exciting events to peruse. This story is about a classic car event that's been going strong for 20 years. What's up, California?
Hey everybody, I'm Connie Malkiewicz with Team Malkiewicz at Brush Real Estate in beautiful downtown Escondido, California at Cruisin' Grand, where we're going to take a look at some classic cars and see a lot of the locals having a great time. So Steve Waldron, I thought I knew everything about Escondido, but I didn't know you started Cruisin' Grand 20 years ago. That's amazing. What and why? Why Cruisin' Grand and why Escondido?
Well, I was pretty much raised here, and I just thought we had the cruise night on Valley Parkway, and that went away when I was a kid. And I thought the street just had the perfect ambiance for
It really
cruising.
does.
And so I approached the police chief and the powers to be in Escondido, and they kind of were like, hesitant. And I told them, I said, hey, these are the same guys that used to race cars around in the 60s and 70s, but the cars are worth too much money now, so
It's safe.
they'll be cool. And they got the grandkids with them now.
Oh,
so.
that's so awesome. And what do we have here?
We had Packards and Pierces tonight. There's a Lincoln up there. And this is a Packard. It's a 39 Packard. And right here is a Pierce.
Okay, now you told me something about this this emblem. What does this mean?
Well, when these cars were competing with each other back in pre-war, the Packard brothers started building Packards here, and they had the hood ornament. They called it the Goddess of Speed, as you see there. And
this one?
Pierce came out, and their emblem was shooting the Goddess of Speed with an arrow. It's just a rivalry between
That is
the
a
automobiles.
great tidbit. And you know what else I love? The other tidbits about Escondido, where we've got 3 lakes, we've got 5 golf courses, we have all kinds of wonderful restaurants open up and down here on Cruisin' Grand. I love this night. My family loves this night. And little did I know, Steve Waldron, Waldron Enterprises, you're the guy that started all this. So I have to thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh my gosh, you have changed the fabric of Escondido, and come to think of it, so is your wife, being on the city council and now an assemblywoman.
Yep.
The two of you have done wonders for Escondido. I can't thank you enough. As a resident, real estate agent, I'm selling homes around here, and you know what? I make sure people come to Cruisin' Grand so they can see the fabric of this community.
Yeah, the community came out to this event from the very beginning and adopted it, and I'm just a little cog in the wheel. I mean, these car people, they're phenomenal. I mean, in this town, you have car builders that have won the pinnacle awards in all the world.
Wow.
Right here in Escondido. And like I said, the folks here, they've adopted this event, so I'm just a little piece of it.
Well, you did a great job. I love Cruisin' Grand, and I love Escondido. So thanks for helping to promote it. You're the best.
Well,
thank you so much. Have a great night.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight at our signature event. If you want to buy a car, go see Steve. If you want to buy a house, come and see me. And if you want a great time, come to Cruisin' Grand every Friday night, April through September.
One popular real estate sales technique that has seen a massive rise in recent years is the art of staging. This next story takes us to a thriving business in Boston that facilitates home sales by bringing style to any home. Get your stage on.
Hey guys, today we're going to talk about staging in today's real estate market. Very important part of the process to sell your real estate for top dollar. And today we're going to meet up with Blair Hamaty, who owns Setting the Space right here in downtown Plymouth. Blair and his team actually stage properties all up and down the East Coast. So we're going to pop into his flagship store here. It's a pretty cool spot to check out what they offer and also learn more about staging and how to do it correctly. Let's go check it out.
So 14 years ago, we started home staging. And today we're one of the largest home staging companies in the whole wide world. So we're in downtown Plymouth. It's a 12,000 square foot home store. We call it an everything store, so you can come in, get everything for the house, but you can also buy cool stuff for kids, clothing, anything that you can even begin to imagine. And then at this point, we have 6 different locations throughout Massachusetts only, so we have some down the Cape and some north of Boston as well. And it's all because of our staging business.
It is so important now more than ever to stage properties.
Right. So what happened is that staging's always been important, but today you have to be different. I don't care how hot the market is, okay? You can be in any town or any city that has what they call a hot market, but if you're not showing your home in the best light, then you're leaving money on the table. The second you turn around and you invest in staging, what's going to happen is two things. Number one, it's going to sell 5 times faster, and that's definitely a statistic that's very, very well known. And the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to get much more return on the investment. So you're going to invest in staging. It's going to come back to you sometimes 3-fold, sometimes 4-fold, sometimes 5-fold. So it's amazing. The cost of staging is less than the first price reduction. You love that. I know you do, right? It's really powerful because if the house doesn't sell, within the first 3 weeks, then the realtor is going to go back to the seller and they're going to say, we have to readjust your price. And that price can be anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 depending on the selling price. The cost of staging is not going to hit anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000. Okay, so it's important to understand that the investment of the staging is less than that first price reduction. If they had staged, they would never see that price reduction. Okay, statistically, 92% of our properties sell within the first 7 days of being staged. So that's huge.
It's an amazing statistic for sure.
When we go out to talk about staging, I always encourage everybody that we should be staging the whole entire house. It's real simple. If you go look at a house, are you buying part of that house or are you going to buy the whole house?
The whole house.
Of course. Okay, so it's an easy concept. So what happens is that we need to feed into your emotion. Okay, you're buying your dream. So we have to let the emotions hit people. So when you walk into that house, if you see a staged home and then all of a sudden you see some staged rooms and then you go into empty rooms, your emotion is going to go low. So the way we do it is that we start with the largest investment, which is staging every single room. And then if we start to get a price situation where they're saying, look, we do want to do staging, but right now we just can't afford or we don't want to invest that much money, then we talk about a partial staging and we talk about the key rooms to do.
Important piece out of this whole thing is in today's market, it's not as simple as just putting a sign in your front yard because the market's hot. Be different, stage the property. It's an investment and can make a big difference.
With the advent of big online business, it's getting pretty tough to maintain that unique feel that brick and mortar shops brought to neighborhoods around the country. We're taking you to a shop that prides itself on keeping things positive and relaxed. Let's head to corporate in Cincinnati.
Hey, it's Robert Smith, the Realtor. Hey, I'm in Cincinnati in Hyde Park. Hyde Park is super hot for real estate, for residential, as well as for commercial. This is a store called Corporate. It's an urban shoe store. Great styles, great shoes. It's a wonderful store. Let's take a look at it. I'm here with Matt Tomamichel, the store owner of Corporate. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. How are you today?
Good, good.
I'm feeling extra lively today.
That's good stuff. Right. Hey, man, it's good to be here, man. Thanks for what you're doing for the community. Hey, I did want to ask you about your brand, Corporate. You're doing a lot of marketing, and your name is making room for you. So the Corporate name, how'd you come up with it? Give us some ideas on the word Corporate.
So, you know, anybody that's ever worked in retail, they've always experienced the corporate agenda or the corporate, threat almost that just kind of comes down from management, right? And I always hated that because I always felt pressured just to do my best at my job, and I never wanted somebody else to feel that way. You know, whether it's a customer, whether it's somebody that works with me or whoever, I just wanted to take that negative and turn it into a positive. But on paper, it looks so official, right? Like corporate, you know? So I just, again, that was just my whole take on it.
You have a whole lot of shoes. I've never seen as many shoes. So, question, so you have people of all ages come to your store, like all ethnicities. I mean, they're just everybody. Do you give me an example, like of just, is there a certain demographic or is it just everybody loves your shoes?
So basically now the trend in footwear is just everybody can enjoy it at some price point, right?
Okay.
So then you got a guy that might only be into Vans, he might only be into Nike, he might only be into Jordan, or whatever the case may be. But we do see a lot of overlap now, just because people are experiencing it. It might have been your dad that passes it on to you and your brother, and now you're passing it on to your son or your daughter.
You had a big ball. I was here about a couple months ago. You did a big sneaker ball. So one thing about your success is you still give back to the community. Can you speak a little bit about your sneaker ball, or what do you have? What was that about?
So outside of just corporate, we have this nonprofit called Bigger Than Sneakers, which is like, taking my success with corporate and now bringing significance. And significance is what we, do for the community. Because, it can't just be a take situation. You burn people out, you're not giving back, and I just don't see that being the reputation that I wanted to hold. My team and I, we put together the Cincinnati Sneaker Ball. That's gonna be an annual thing. Each year we team up with a local charity, and we're able to give back, have everybody come out, again, using our broad clientele.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. It's a beautiful place.
Anyone can appreciate the appeal of a home designed for entertaining and simply enjoying the finer things in life. Our last story takes us to a tastefully designed home in the classy neighborhood of Soho in New York City.
Hi, I'm Matthew Mackay.
And I'm Ben Dixon.
And we're the Mackay-Dixon team at Douglas Elliman Real Estate.
Today we're excited to show you our newest exclusive, an $8 million loft in New York City's iconic Soho neighborhood. .30 Crosby is situated on a quiet cobblestone street, just moments from everything Soho has to offer.
We love Soho for its shopping. You've got labels like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, independent labels like Dinosaur Designs, all within blocks of each other. What we love about Soho, even more than the shopping, is its amazing restaurants.
If you're in the neighborhood, you should be sure not to miss great standards like Balthazar, Lure Fish Bar, or Raoul's. Welcome to 30 Crosby. The first thing you'll notice upon entering this amazing loft are the 13-foot ceilings, this incredible custom wood-burning fireplace, and all of the walls you have here for artwork.
This beautiful loft features a massive open chef's kitchen with a great center marble island, perfect for entertaining. Off of the main living space is this amazing, luxurious master suite with a 13-foot custom entry door. The luxurious master suite features custom upholstered walls, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking your own private green space, and every New Yorker's dream, a gigantic walk-in closet.
Entering the master bath is like entering your own private spa. We have double vanities, a deep soaking tub here, and a luxurious custom shower like you've never seen before. The loft's luxurious library with its red leather walls and black lacquer custom cabinetry is the perfect place to relax at the end of the day.
It also works great as a guest room since you have an in-suite bath. The generously sized second bedroom features a full wall of closets, custom upholstered walls, and full height French doors that open out onto your own private garden.
We would like to thank everyone that has helped the American Dream become what it is today. It was great to check out some of our favorite stories from July and hear from some exceptional people in your city. We love learning about so many different parts of the country, and we hope you do too. Thank you for watching.